Hello, everyone. It is 12:01, so we're going to get started. Today, this class is going to be 30 minutes of really easy moving. I know a lot of people are probably maybe coming back from recovering from COVID or feeling run down, maybe in the early stages of getting sick. So I thought I would do Tuesdays to have quite an easy movement day where you can do it with a minimal energy, especially if you're recovering. You don't want to push your body so hard into exercise, especially if your body is still healing. Okay? So usual disclaimer, do what feels good. Something doesn't feel good. If you feel pain, please don't do it. Okay, starting standing today. Oh, I'm already out of breath and I've barely started moving yet. Okay, so we are just going to stand with feet hip distance apart. So hip distance apart means your feet are directly under these pointy little bones on your hip. So adjusting, making sure your feet are in the right spot. Taking a deep breath. Okay, let's get moving. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Good. And again, inhaling, exhaling. Taking a few breaths to get focused to arrive in class, to give the next 30 minutes to yourself, to movement without trying to think of anything else outside your day. Keep going. One more breath. Good. Okay, finding stillness here. From here, arms come to the side in the shape of a T. We're going to inhale, lengthen your arms to the side. As you exhale, left arm comes just bent in front of your body, and then the right arm bends. So feeling the stretch in the rib cage here, like an opening of an accordion. Good. And return. Switching sides. Good. Feeling this open here. And again, inhale, prep. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, return. Exhale, bending again. Good. Returning back, arms stay at a T. From here, let's roll our shoulders, moving clockwise with the arms. Hands going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching directions for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wiggle everything out. Bringing attention to your feet. I just want you to rock back and forth. Arms can come onto hips or they can come clasped in front of you, whatever is comfortable. So you're rocking back and forth. Let me just show you what this looks like sideways. Rock forward, rock back. Rock forward, rock back. That's it. So your toes stop you from falling forward. Then your heels stop you from falling backwards. So only doing the right amount of rocking to keep you from falling. Good. Next time you rock forward, I want you to lift your heels up for a calf raise. So rock forward, lifting heels, rock back, lifting toes. Rock forward, lifting heels, rock back, lifting toes. Good. Arms can come forward, keeping it forward. Good. Here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to balance on our tippy toes here. You can either hold, inhale, on your next exhale, you can drop your pelvis. Or you can be holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down, rocking back. Good. Okay, coming into a wide-legged stance. So wide-legged squat here. I want your hips externally rotated, which means your legs are just rotating about 45 degrees away from you. So wrapping those legs out and standing just wider than your hips. Good. From here, hands clasped into the center. Lower your pelvis down to squat. Making sure as you lower down, your weight is in your heels and your knees are tracking over the second toe. Good. lowering halfway and up, lowering halfway and up. Coming down a little bit lower each time. Good. Inhale to prep, exhale to lower. Good. Give me 5 more from here. Slow, controlled movements. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Continuing on with these squats. This time we're going to raise. We're going to do 1 squat as you come up, raising the right heel off, squatting with the right heel off, lowering the right heel, switching sides, and come down to a squat, lowering down, normal squat. Okay? Going again. Lifting right heel, squat, lower right heel, lift left heel, squat, lower heel, normal squat. Good, keep going. So switching sides each time. Right, left, and normal. Again, right, left, normal. One last time. Right, left, and normal. That takes a little bit more brain power than I thought. Okay, staying with these wide-legged squats, we're going to come into a balance. So hands on your hips. We're going to balance on our left leg to start. So coming into squat. As you come up, your weight, send your weight over to your left side as your right leg points. Lower, squat. Keep on the left side. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good, belly is in. It's really working that glute to keep you balanced. 3 more from here. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Taking a breather, switching sides now. 5 on the other side. Then we're gonna roll down and do some nice exercises on the mat. Good, take an inhale. As you exhale, squat, balance to the opposite side, lift opposite leg, squat, lift. Good. Squat, lift. 2 more. Squat, lift. Last one. Squat and lift. Well done. Grab a drink of water. And we are going to come down onto our mat when you're ready. So standing on the top of your mat after you've had a sip, we are going to roll down 2 times before coming completely down on our all fours. So we're gonna inhale, lengthen. I want you to lengthen like the top of your head's gonna tap the ceiling. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, and slowly de-stack that spine as you drop your body into a ragdoll position where your lower body is draping. Sorry, your upper body is draping over your lower body. Take a big inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, with a scoop of your belly, starting with the pelvis, start to rebuild that spine once again until you're standing. Head and neck lats come up. 1 more time. Inhale. Sense of length through that spine. Exhale, chin to chest. Slowly de-stack that spine to come into ragdoll, softening those knees as you come down. Take an inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, with 3 steps of your hands, trying to keep your pelvis as level as possible, coming into a pike position. Pike position, or as yogis call it, downward dog. From here, we're gonna pedal 1 foot at a time, like you're walking. Stretching in the calves. Good, here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big inhale. On your next exhale, come into a quick plank, and then lower your knees all the way down onto the mat. Good work. Right, so we're here for some 4-legged, 4-point kneeling, except we're gonna come onto our elbows here. Making sure you have enough space in the back of your mat. You're not gonna kick a wall if we extend your leg forward. Good, hold on 1 second, there we go. Okay, from here, hands are face down on the mat flat. We're gonna anchor with our left side, so left knee and our left toes are anchored onto the mat. Our right leg is gonna stay bent. So we're gonna kick up to the ceiling with a flex foot and then return back. Good. The trick here is to keep the rest of the body still as you kick up. So keeping your hip bones on the same horizontal plane. Imaginary cup of tea in your sacrum as you kick up. Here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Returning back down, staying in this movement. This time you're going to extend the same leg, right leg to extend. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down for 1 second. From here, you're going to lift that leg and it's going to stay at hip height, focusing on the arms now. Inhaling. As you exhale, you're going to rock forward, touch the tip of your nose towards the mat, and then rock back, tap that leg down. And again, rock forward, tap that nose, and tap that leg. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Rocking forward. Good. Last one. Returning that leg to start. Pulling your pelvis back and giving yourself a nice big stretch before we switch sides. Inhaling here. Big exhale. Your body should be warmed up. Heart rate should be up a little bit. If this isn't feeling great, scale it back. Don't do as many reps. Just make sure you're not pushing your body over the edge, especially if you're recovering, like I said in the beginning. Good. Inhaling. Big exhale. Good. Okay, coming back to switch sides. So coming back on your all fours, starting with the donkey kick. So anchoring with the opposite leg, knee, the right knee and the right toes are anchored down on the mat. Left knee stays bent, feet is flexed, and start your donkey kicks to push up. We're doing 5, 4, belly is in, 3, keeping your hips level, 2, and 1. Good, returning back, extending that leg. 5 lifts, 4 lifts, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down for a second. From here, you're going to keep that lifted, rocking forward, touching your nose towards the mat, rocking back, tap. Good, that's 1. We're doing 5 and 0. 2, belly is in, 3, 4, and 5. Tap. Good. Knees down, coming into a child's pose. Extend out. Extend your arms long, resting your head down onto the mat. 3 big resting breaths here. Alternatively, you can have a drink of water. Good. 1 more deep breath. Good. Now we're going to crawl out of this position and you're going to lay on your belly. We're going to do some extension work to strengthen our back muscles for our posture. Good. Okay. In this position, we're going to lay flat on the mat. Our head is hovering just above the mat. Our nose is hovering just above the mat, sorry. And our arms are in goalpost or cactus position. So 90 degrees in your elbow and 90 degrees from your armpit and waist. If you can, I know you can't see yourself, but just have a sense that you're at goalpost arms like this. Okay? Okay. From here, you're going to take an inhale and a big exhale release. Good. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your hands up. Both hands come up. Elbows stay on the floor for now, keeping your head low and hover just above the mat. On your next exhale, you're going to raise both elbows off the ground, but keeping this slope of the hand to the elbow up. Good. Keeping your head down. From here, you're going to straighten both arms to straight and then return back. And again, straight, return back. Good. Next exhale, dropping those elbows, then dropping those hands, dropping that head. Good. And again, take an inhale, lifting the head just to hover off the mat, lifting those hands, having a slide from the hands to the elbows. Good. Keeping the slide shape. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, lifting both elbows up on the same time. Hand, and there's still a slope from your hand to your elbow. Good. Holding this position here. You're going to reach your arms, extend forward, and then pull back down. Good. 1 more time. Extend your hands forward, pull back down. As you exhale, elbows down, head down, hands down. Good. You can rest your head onto that mat for a breath. Take an inhale and a big exhale. Good. Okay, one more variation here. You're going to lengthen those arms to just palms face towards your hip. So lengthen next to your body, palm face towards your hip. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your head, neck, and chest to hover just over the mat in a little extension. To help yourself stay here, I want energy through those fingertips as you push down. As you push down towards the end of your mat, your top body comes up off the mat. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. And again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. If this feels good, you can lift your legs as you lift. Lifting legs. Pelvis is heavy on the mat. And then return. Good. 3 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Returning back down. Pushing for a quick child's pose. Releasing the lower back. Then coming into side. Okay, we're going to work some side obliques here. Option, you can keep your legs bent, knees bent, stacked on the ground here. If you do feel good and you want a challenge, sorry, I couldn't find the word, you can do this with an extended length inside plank. But I'm going to do the easier version. Okay, so making sure your joints are stacked here, your elbows directly under your shoulder, your hips are stacked, and you are, your knees are just in front of you, the soles of your feet, your pelvis, back of your rib cage, the back of your head are all leaning on an imaginary wall. Okay, from here, we're just going to lower down. I just want you to rest into this position, and then you're going to lift, lifting up neutral spine. Okay, lower and lift. Good. This might be enough. This might be enough on your shoulders. This might be enough for where you're at today. If so, staying here. If you want a challenge, you can take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your pelvis right off that mat into a side plank and then lower down. Side plank with knees or side plank pull. Whatever feels right today. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to do that one more time. This time we're going to hold up and we're going to do 3 rotations. So if you're not lifting all the way, just holding this position here. Inhaling. As you exhale, lift your pelvis up or just lifting up off your rib cage. You're going to thread that needle below you and then thread out. Good. 2 more times. 1 more time. Good. Lower everything down. Lower all the way down to the mat. Head is resting on that lower arm. Knees are bent into 90 degrees in front of you. Coming into some glute work here. I want you to pull that waist down so there's a sense of space between your waist and the mat. Lifting the top leg to hip height, keeping your knee and your ankle in the same plane. From here, you're going to pulse up, back down to hip height. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping it hip height. Flex that leg. You're going to kick out and kick back in. As you kick out, I want you to feel the resistance. As you kick back in, feel the same resistance. Almost like you're threading through water. Really thick, murky water that you're trying to kick through and kick back through. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, trying to keep that upper body still, trying not to rock. 2, last 1. Good. Lower everything back down. We're going to flip over to switch sides. This would be a good time for water if you like. Okay, so switching sides. Leaning back on that imaginary wall. Joints are stacked, hips are stacked. Good. From here, we're going to collapse down, flaring the rib cage, and lifting up to neutral spine. And again, collapsing down, coming up, collapsing down, neutral spine. Good. One last time. Good. Okay, staying with that if that's where you're at. Otherwise, lifting the hips up into a side plank, whether knees are bent or full plank for 3. Inhaling at the bottom as you exhale. Lift. 1. Lift. 2. Lift. 3. Lower down. Holding your side plank for 3 rotations. Good. Inhale at the bottom as you exhale, lifting to hold your side plank. Ooh, struggling today. From here, inhale, extend, threading out. Good. 2 more. Threading in, threading out. 1 more. Threading in, threading out. Lower all the way down. Knees come 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Head is rested on that bottom arm. Good. Pulling your waist down, sense of space between that mat and your waist. Okay, coming into hip height, knees and ankles stay at the same height. Good, lifting and lowering. So I want this movement to come from your hip bone. Nothing else is moving as you pulse up and pulse back down to hip height. Good, 6 from here. 6, 5, 4, 3, bellies in, 2, 1. Keeping it hip height. Flex that leg, kick out to extend, and then kick back in to bent knee. Good. Resistance, kicking through that thick, murky water. Kicking out is hard. Kicking back in is just as hard. Good. 4 more from here. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. Bent leg, lower everything back down. Good work. Coming on to lie on our backs now. Good. So lying on our backs, finding neutral spine, sense of space between your lower back and the mat, and your sit bones are sitting on even ground onto that mat. Appreciating the stability of the ground, palms face down on the mat, knees are bent, soles on the feet, equal weight on the floor on that mat. Good. You're going to take a big inhale here. Let's do some bridging, shall we? On your next exhale, I want you to tuck that pelvis under and lengthen that lower back to press onto that mat. As you lift your shorts and your t-shirt gently off the mat till your weight's in your shoulder girdle. Good. Inhaling at the top. As you exhale, starting from your rib cage, dropping your t-shirt back down onto the mat. And then your shorts and coming back to neutral. Good. Inhaling again. Exhale. Peeling your body off that mat as you lift up bone by bone, slowly and mindfully. Inhaling at the top, knees stay at hip distance apart. Hips opening to the ceiling and your sit bones are shooting to the back of your legs. Then exhale, place your spine back down onto the ground. Okay, let's play around with some variations here. Let's do this with our arms extended to the ceiling, palms facing each other. You're going to anchor your shoulders onto the ground here. This is your stability. Good. Let's inhale here. As you exhale, roll that pelvis up. As you feel your lower back come off the ground, I want you to peel your heels up off the ground as well. So when you come up, you're on your tippy toes. Inhaling at the top. As you exhale, placing your rib cage down. Spinal bones down, back. And as you pass your lower back, I want you to articulate your feet back down so your heels touch the ground the same time your pelvis does. Good. And again, inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, peel your spine off the mat. As your lower back passes, lift those heels up one more time. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, place it back down. Heels come down the same time your pelvis comes back down. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to meet me at the top. Heels come up at the same time. Good. Holding your heels up here. I want you to tap one heel to the floor and lift, and then the other. Good. Alternate knee taps on the ground as we hold bridge. Here for 6. Tap. 5. Tap. 4. 3. 2. 1. Everything comes back down. Hands come back down. Good. Okay, let's do a little bit of ab work before ending class. So we're going to start with legs down. We're going to do the 100, but we're going to do the nice, easy version of it. Then we're going to progress up if you like. So starting with the 100, easiest version, our hands are hovering just above the floor here. You're going to start pumping. Inhaling for 5. Exhale, 5 pumps. Good. From here, take an inhale. As you exhale, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders up into a chest lift. Keep pumping. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep going. Breathe into the back of your rib cage. If you want a challenge, bring your legs into tabletop or just one tabletop at a time, wherever you're at. Keep going. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. One more breath. And exhale. Lower everything back down, knees to chest, roll back and forth. Okay, last challenge here. So we're going to do some roll-ups and then we're going to end with a teaser, pre-teaser balance. So starting with a nice easy roll-up, I want you to hold the back of your knees. Your knees are going to stay bent here. And I want you to picture, before we start moving, I want you to picture your feet are really heavy, like they're 2 big heavy bricks. And that's what's going to bring you to sitting just like a seesaw, right? Heavy comes down, light comes up. Okay, we're going to inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, chin to chest and slowly seesaw your way up. Lengthen up. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, roll that pelvis back down, C-curve down, placing that spine. Heavy feet come back to get you back onto the ground. Good. If that felt good, you can do it without holding your hands, arcing your hands behind you, inhaling. As you exhale, coming up, lengthen. Good. Articulate back down to start. Good. You can stay with either one of those exercises if that's where you're at today. But if you want one last push before we finish class, we're going to come into a teaser prep anyway, which looks like this. Our legs are tabletop just like a roll-up. And we get up just like we do with a roll-up. So you're going to inhale here. As you exhale, coming in to a chest lift, rolling up. Instead of putting those legs down, you're going to keep it balanced. Keep it balanced here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll that pelvis back down as you come back to start. So basically, we're keeping our lower body stationary as the upper body does all the work to bring ourselves up and down, keeping it as stationary as possible anyway. So let's do 2 more, whether you're at roll-ups or a teaser. Let's inhale here. As you exhale, arcing those arms, coming up into a teaser, holding for a breath. Inhale, exhale, coming back down. Good. Next one, we're going to hold it up. If you're doing a roll-up, try to hold it up from sitting. Good. Inhale here. As you exhale, coming up into a teaser, hold it. You can hold the back of your knees if you like. Let's do 2 big breaths. One last breath. Good. Lower everything back down. Well done. Last move before we finish. So sitting in a Z-sit, which is one leg in front of you is bent and the other is bent behind you. If this does not feel good, you can sit cross-legged or you can sit wide-legged. But traditionally, the mermaid stretch is done in this position. You can also sit in a pillow or a yoga block if that feels better. Okay, arms start in a T position. You're going to inhale, lengthen limbs out, lengthen head up, exhale, hand comes down, and you're going to side bend that way. And then opposite, good. One more each side. Good, and then the other. Good, switching sides. So if you had your legs crossed or wide. You don't need to switch sides, just continue with the bending. So we're going to inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, we're going to bend to the opposite side this time. And then the other. Good. One more time each side. And then the other. Good. Last quick stretch before we finish. So crossing your legs here. I want you to put your hands just on your knees. You're going to inhale, open your chest to the ceiling, almost like you're doing a chest opener. Actually, I want you to interlace your hands in the back and open. Good. Really open that chest, open that shoulders. Exhale, release. Now put your hands on your knees. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, scooping that belly. And you're going to C-curve back, catching yourself just for a nice back stretch. And then release. That is 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully everybody is staying healthy, staying active, and enjoying the sessions. We will see you tomorrow for yoga or Pilates for the next day. Bye.